Hey boys, how's it going? It's Aki again, back with another Clash of Clans video. And today's video, boys, all about going to be the Mega Sparky. We're going to do a complete guide through it. I'm going to walk through pretty much every district and kind of just learn the ins and outs of it. But then I also want to point out, look at this, guys. I'm maxed in Capital Gold. So drop your clans below if you guys need some free loot. I'll try to come as many clans as I can. I've got a bunch of accounts, but please keep your clans to invite only, but put them to low trophies. That way I don't want random people joining your clan. It's just me. All my accounts have Amy 16. It's just like a play on when you type in Aki, it always autocorrects to Amy, so that's why I made these accounts. But they're all in the range from like 200 to 600 trophies, and they're all Town Hall 6s. So that's just so you can make sure it's me joining. But keep your trophies low, and then I can come join. But drop your clan names in the comment section, and just let me know if you guys need some. And I've got quite a bit of accounts, so I can help you guys out. And then as I keep failing, I'll keep joining your guys' clan and help you guys out. And that way we can progress you guys along further, and you guys can use these strategies. Okay, so let's start off with the first district I kind of want to show. We'll start off with Wiz Valley. Mind you, I know this name's different, but this is also me. It's one of my friends. She stopped playing the game, and she gave me her account, so I just kind of rip her attacks as well. But yesterday we were talking about Wiz Valley and using Haste Graveyard Sparky. I learned my lesson. I was just, you know what, let's go in for Rage and show the boys why we're going to use this. See how compact the space is? Like, this is reckless. Right away, that screams Sparky to me. It's the best all-around troop in the game. You can use it for any district. Doesn't matter if it's Dragon Cliffs or the Capital Peak, whatever. But the thing I also like about it is you can use it for both attacks. You don't need to rely on anything else. Even if you don't want to do a cleanup, you can do it with Sparky. If it's too much, you can use Sparky. So the goal here is always just to see where you can provide value, and then your entry point usually, I don't like going through the left-hand side. It just kind of gets annoying. Reason being, I don't want Sparky to kind of veer off to these Spirit Throwers cannon, go to the Giant Cannon, and then I don't want it like just to kind of get destroyed by all these. So right away, I loved seeing this entry point just through the bridge here. Reason being, I can use one graveyard to tank pretty much, what is that, 6 key point defenses, and then just use a couple Battle Rams Giants in there. And then I want to use my Rage later on, just because then I can chain down in here. But you'll notice something that even a couple mistakes I make. So we're going to start off with some Barbarians on the outside, get some Battle Rams in to start tanking, and then also to go down, so we want those skeletons to spawn. And then I put my Sparky in. Sparky is honestly under haste is really easy to not under haste is really easy to control if you're a newbie. You can just kind of slowly put in some battle rams, some giants. Cannon carts are your enemy, so I really wish I brought some more barbarians here. I didn't. That's on me. I just kind of forgot. I think I was too focused on bringing battle rams for tanking. But look, Sparky's going down all because of that little right side cannon. So I was like, you know what? I need a skeleton barrel in on that, or Sparky's really gonna start taking damage. Even though I did have a lot of tanking troops, my Sparky just goes down because I didn't really keep a good eye on the health and that, especially that cannon. So it's getting low now. So obviously now I gotta do just ample tanking. I get this rage in and earlier than I actually needed to. I didn't need it there. I wanted to use it later on, but this is kind of the thing about Sparky is like you can use these, and then even if your attack doesn't go the greatest, you can kind of make a comeback. So this, hence why I want to show this one a lot. Look, the Inferno lock's on. The attack's dead in the water at this point. 6.5k up. But like I've always preached, this attack is way more powerful on the second hit. It's just we do so well usually on the first hit that you don't really need to use the full power, I'd say. So this time I'm going to use a Frost on the backside Inferno with all these like little point defenses, and then just kind of sneak in some graveyard spells to help with tanking. So nothing too crazy at the start here. I'm going to start with the Frost, obviously. Then I'm going to get a Graveyard spell in at the Giant Cannon. And then a Battle Ram just to start getting some skeletons up. Get a Giant in for tanking, because that Inferno's still up. And I don't have a Zap spell, so you don't want that locking onto your Sparky. But under Rage, watch this. One shot with the Giant getting a shot off as well. Right side, I want to just take care of that Spirit Thrower. Another Rage shot at this Air Bombs. Boom, takes out that whole compartment with the Giant Cannon. The chain value with that Rage was insane, hence why I used it. And again, the Rage spell in Wiz Valley with compact bases, too crazy, boys. And now look, we're going to get just slowly feeding some battle ramps. We're not doing anything too crazy. The Spirit Thrower I set in a Skeleton Barrel, main reason being I want to take care of that cannon cart. Backside Inferno going to get taken care of pretty easily. Sparky's just making her way around. And look, nothing too great. I still got 2 giants, got some battle rams still up. So I'm just going to slowly tank for them. You don't have to panic. You can kind of just start opening walls, got 2 more giants in there, and now you can just kind of watch Sparky and the giants go throughout the base. So I'll go 2 times speed as there's just barbarians cleaning up around there. That cannon cart's still up, but we still got 2 giants as well. 4 giants still up. Like, that's what I mean. And I think this honestly locks onto my Sparky. Watch this. Yeah, it does. So Sparky takes a shot, ends up going down, but the giants were so close to full health that we end up taking the rest of this. But was it close? Oh, heck yeah, it was. But that was just because that backside Inferno, I should have waited a little longer to deploy my my skeleton barrel. But hence, I just want to show, like, you can make mistakes and still get away with it. That's just how good Sparky is right now, and this is in this current meta. Like, people ask me all the time, like, what's your favorite troop? And I'm going to say Sparky, hands down, and it's not even close. So then we'll go to the next district. This one was a lot of fun, too. Right here. So we'll start with Golem Quarry. And these ones I'm using literally just strictly Sparky. This is a complete guide on just how to use Sparky against these districts. So right away we see a little bit more spread out. Whenever you see this, I made a mistake here. Like, I should have just brought a skeleton barrel. It takes it out really easy. But you can do the same sort of thing with the Hog Rider, because we don't need it because there's no single target Inferno. So you put kind of like a battle ram at this rock and between this rock. So just right here at this opening. And then you're going to put a Hog Rider at the right-hand side. As it's stunned, you're going to put 1 more Barbarian in, and that'll take care of that. But you can see that it equates to 25 troop space. Usually you just need a battle ram and a skeleton barrel, which is 20. And that's obviously the more clear goal that you should be using. But hey, it's not a big deal. Once that goes down, you're going to start your Sparky down here. I'm going to clean out these trash buildings, get a haste kind of at this Golem workshop kind of thing, and then start and kind of gut the core through here. The graveyard spells will be coming at the dead zones of the mortar. One comes a little above this dead zone just because I want to tank this rocket and this blast bow. And then the goal for this attack is just try to gut towards the district hall, take out the 2 RAs, and then take out the blast bow. So let's start off with this. There goes the battle ram. There goes a set of Hog Riders. As it's stunned, you're going to see me put a Barbarian in because they'll join up and take that down quicker. Now I'm just going to let that work just for a little bit. Take that down. Here comes Sparky. This Sparky was just to kind of see if they needed any extra help. Barbarian just to open up the deployment zone. That's all I'm doing there. Haste a little deeper onto the base. Reason being, I'll explain why this is all going on, is because you can use the Giants under haste to help you tank later. Then graveyard on the dead zone of this mortar, and then in between, kind of above this one, just so tank the rocket, and then obviously the blast bow like I explained earlier. Now at this point, I'm just getting some Barbarians in. I'm a little slow here. I should have been a little quicker just because I want to open up the deployment zone faster for Giants and Battle Rams. So now I have to deploy them back here. But still not horrible because those cannons I think it gets 2 shots off. But look at the chain value. And then now Battle Rams going in. And them going down is just going to spawn so many skeletons that the base really can't do much to defend itself. Sparky goes in, and I know a lot of you not complain, but like worry, like how do you control your Sparky on where you want it to go? Honestly, let Sparky decide to where you have to go and where your tanking is going to come. If you see Sparky not going to the direction you really need, adapt to that. And then sometimes I would even recommend don't put your graveyard spells down right away, just because if your Sparky goes exactly opposite of where you wanted, but you already put your spells down like say I did, it would be a problem. But if you don't do that, you can actually just kind of react to Sparky. That's what I wanted to say. Like, be very reactive with it. With that, it would make it so much easier. But look, Sparky's going to the right-hand side, even though I wanted to go to the blast bow and the rocket artillery. So, like, this is what I mean. Like, right now, I'm not at all planned for this. I didn't want Sparky going that way. And I can't open up the deployment zone without getting those walls open. Hence, I do that. And then I just get a giant, my last giant in, just to help with some tanking. And then Sparky goes, I was thinking of the left-hand side, but look, it goes to the right-hand side. So it's hard to predict, but it's just a strong troop. So, like, even if you make little mistakes here and there, not the end of the world. That's why I kind of want to really show this strategy off, is because you can make mistakes and still have fun. So, first things first on this one, Frost Spell on the backside blast bow. I'll pause here, get a graveyard spell just in between all these 3 big key defenses. And then remember, I should say this again, Giants for big key defenses, Battle Rams for point defenses. But if you're struggling with point defenses, use a Giant. It's all good. I brought 5. So you've got extra to help you tank. And then those early Battle Rams are just so we can start getting those skeletons to spawn. Hence why this second attack is so strong, is because you have a total of 4 graveyard spells now. So you don't really need too much tanking. Like, you can kind of get away with it. District Hall's about to go down. I'm going to put a Barbarian in to just help it out, just to speed things up. I think I do at least. But or if I don't, that's a thing you should do. But because there's so many skeletons spawning, boys, you don't really need it as well. But the main reason for it is just so I would have that deployment zone opened up there. Because the giant's already in, I was already preemptively tanking. You kind of get used to that stuff like that. But this all comes again with practice. Like you guys should see, like my raid log, like I do so many attacks a week, but I also practice a lot because I need one shots and we want to move up. And some of my clanmates have been busy, so I really have to grind because some people miss their attacks. So I'm out here trying to make up for that. So the one shots get important, and then these two shots you really just got to make sure you're secure. So look how many troops I still have. I still have 2 giants, 4 barbarians, battle ram, hog rider. I think I swag pretty much most of them, so we'll go 4 times here because now it's just Sparky, close to full health, 80% health, and then look, we swag 4 barbarians, 2 giants, 1 hog rider. I know these districts aren't max, boys. I need to apologize for that. But the thing is, that's why I swag troops is just to show like they can work on max districts. I just couldn't find any, like if I'm being completely honest with you. So next one we'll go into is Skeleton Park. This one I would have loved. You guys know I love Golem. He's my friend. He's my best friend for Skeleton Park. Thing is, I wanted to show this off with just Sparky. So the goal here is I see this rocket artillery. I'm like, you know what? I can take out that with the skeleton barrel once my Sparky kind of gets through this multi-cannon. I wish I had brought 2 skeleton barrels because this whole start here is just of the stock form. But obviously the rest of the base isn't stock. But so you can take that out with 2 skeleton barrels and then you can break this corner wall and then to take out this compartment. But that wasn't the case. So my goal was to put Sparky here at this multi-cannon, get a haste spell in. And then I was hoping Sparky would also shoot at this. But then I was like, oh, maybe she won't. So then I would put my skeleton barrel there. Then the goal here is to break through this wall and get towards a minion hive. And then we'll go from there. And then I'll explain as we go along. So I'm going to get a battle ram obviously in. I'm going to also put in some graveyard spells in later. But get these battle rams in for tanking. Get the giant in. Just because multi-cannons can be super annoying. I'm going to take that all out. There goes the skeleton barrel. And Sparky's going to also take a shot off. I needed that just to get through there quicker. And then those skeletons can kind of do more damage. Got my first graveyard spell kind of at the minion hive. I could have put it at the mortar dead zone as well. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm nervous about minion hives. If they lock on your Sparky, it's kind of like a single inferno. They do so much damage. And on Skeleton Park, they're the scariest thing for your Sparky. Hence why usually I'd recommend for Skeleton Park is Golem, I find. But Sparky is my go-to. Like Sparky, you'll kill it. You don't have to anything to worry about. But sometimes Golems on a really spread out Skeleton Park can be very good. Compact, definitely go Sparky. If it's kind of in between compact and spread out like this one is, I'd also go Sparky. But if it's spread out, it's Golem under haste. So now we kind of just working our way through. Sparky goes to the right-hand side. Like I said, I wanted to go to the left, go to the rocket artillery. But now she goes to the right-hand side. And look, she was 75% health, and that minion hive is just going to wreck her. Hence why you got to be reactive. Got to save some troops. But I was through the tanking, and I got what I needed out. I really wanted that first minion hive out, and then kind of clear out this bottom side. So my goal was done, but I still left up a fat 7k. You don't love to see that. But this is why Sparky's so good. And just to show you these replays, obviously, is they provide so much value. So this time I changed things up. Usually like you bring a frost spell for the next attack. Here I was like, you know what? I don't want that. I need Sparky to jump into here. That was the goal. But you're going to notice stuff goes haywire. But that's why you don't panic. And here's where I wish, if I had kind of thought this through, this is why replays are so good, is because now that I could have used this jump spell, I could have put a P.E.K.K.A here. And a P.E.K.K.A could have taken care of all this compartment with some tank with a battle ram and say a skeleton barrel. And then it would have been fine if Sparky went to the right-hand side. Because look, Sparky's going to end up actually dogging me here. I put in a test giant because I was just like, where will it go? And then the Sparky goes behind. So I'm like, I can't really do much about it. So now I have to change things up. I put a graveyard spell down at the giant cannon. And then that's why I brought 3 graveyard spells this time, because I was a little worried about my tanking. Then skeletons start spawning, and now the minion hive is distracted. So now I'm not worried at all, because I put my second graveyard spell down right on the minion hive, and then I'm saving my last one. Then I kind of put a giant and a skeleton barrel to go take out that rocket artillery. They don't do the greatest. So this is what I mean by being reactive. Like, my Sparky was supposed to go to the left-hand side to use a jump spell, just because the funneling would have been much better, but it didn't happen, so you just kind of play along with it. Next graveyard spell that I save, I put it on the mortar, just because it can help take out that compartment, because there is a lot of stuff left for this district, because the 7k is fat. So now I'm just going to slowly feed in some battle rams to help me tank, and then you're going to see, because I saw these trash buildings, I was like, you know what? I can't be caught lacking and then have a time fail because there's a minute 30 left. Obviously, we have time, but watch what I'll do. And these are little things that I really liked throughout the attack that I wanted to mention. As Sparky goes to lock on towards the multi-mortar, watch what I'm going to do. I'm going to break down one of the walls with the set of Battle Ram because, look, the Wizard Tower's not going to take it out, but watch what those Barbarians are going to do. They're going to go to that trash hut. Those little things are things that are going to prevent you from time fails and little tricks that you can kind of figure out. Same thing here. These were close enough that they're going to get chained down, but look what I do. I put a Battle Ram in just in case, but they get chained down, so it didn't really matter. Now we've got no tanking left, and now it's Sparky at 60-70% health, but I had one last giant that I put in, and look how clutch that giant is. Wow, that looks cool. I put it down under haste, and it joined up, so it tanked the Mega Tesla Spirit Thrower Cannon. Wow, that actually looks very cool. So Sparky, I kind of got distracted there, but Sparky locks onto the cannon, and we're down to this last section. And Sparky's still over or close to half health. Reflectors don't really do too much damage. We're not worried about that. Spirit Thrower is a little more dangerous. Multi-mortar, come on. We're all good. That's another district taken care of. And then the next one I want to show was Goblin Mines. This was another one the boys say they struggle with. This one was very close to stock, but they kind of did you dirty. They put a blast bow up here, and then they kind of just removed everything from this left-hand side section. So I knew I couldn't get that down. Goblin Mines for me is always the double rage, usually, even if it, like, this is a little more spread out, but I love the double rage. For this first compartment here, right in front of the reflector, I put a rage down. It kind of just chains down these very easily, especially with the Goblin Throw right there. And then you just kind of slowly feed in Battle Rams and then have some Giants on standby, because there are big defenses there. Blast Bow, Minion Hive, Crusher. So that's where you need the big DPS of the Giant. Sorry, not DPS, health for the Giant. Then, as we move on, I know my Sparky usually shoots at this bomb tower here, this cannon, and then she's going to move down towards this kind of section. Hence why I'll get a rage on this Crusher. And then that's the goal, the plan of the attack, but then you just kind of see what you can do. So we're going to get a rage spell in. We're going to get a Barbarian to clean these trash buildings right here, this hut, and then this little hut as well. Then we're going to go with like Battle Ram, Sparky, get some Giants in there, and then just kind of rip up this core. And it's a lot of fun. Look, here comes a Battle Ram, here comes Sparky, another Battle Ram. Just because you want to tank that Minion Hive. That's the scariest thing about this attack. Then, look, Sparky's going to go onto Rage, lock onto the Reflector. As the Reflector's about to go down, Crusher, Goblin Thrower, everything goes down. Now the Minion Hive's one shot away, but I get a Giant in again. Because if that Giant wasn't in, that Minion Hive was going to lock onto Sparky. Just get some unnecessary damage in. See, the Spirit Goblins are shooting my Sparky. Get a Barbarian in just to help out. Now it's going to Sparky under Rage. That's why that Rage placement is so important. It's going to two-shot the blast bow so it doesn't get too much damage. Now I get some Battle Rams in just to help with tanking. There comes a Giant on the Spirit Thrower. Because look, there's a Goblin Thrower, Crusher, Cannon, Bomb Tower, Mega Tesla, Mortar, Reflector right there in that area. Now look, under Rage, shoots that cannon, boom, down goes a blast bow as well. Crusher's about to go down, but it locks on. So, but that's actually good because it's going to lock and chain down that Mega Tesla. Now here's the drill. There goes a Giant. There goes a Battle Ram. There goes another Battle Ram. Keep tanking. Continuously tank. What's Sparky at? Like 30% health. Gonna lock on. Boom. One shot all those. Gonna lock onto the Rapid Rockets. Don't really need some defense. There's my little mistake I want to point out. That Giant was a little early. I should have let that Rapid Rockets go down, then the Giant. Just because it would have provided like an extra couple seconds of tanking. I know that you're probably like, okay, Cash, now you're kind of pushing it, bro. Chill out. You're not that big of an expert. But the reason I mention that is because on one shots, those little mistakes, they can add up and they can kind of prevent you from getting it. But that's all good. I'll show you I'll actually talk about it. I got a 99% 1-star. I failed on a stock Goblin Mines that was maxed just because the district hall didn't go down. But that's what I mean. Like little mistakes you don't want to make. But that's fine. Sparky is one shot off and then she's going to go down. That's fine. We got a 6.4k hit. And now on the first one. And then the second one, I'm bringing Sparky, but I could have brought in like probably miners. But look at this. The reason I started from that right-hand side is honestly just because to take out those Minion Hive early, I love to do. And then it kind of guts. So it got this right-hand side. It got this little core. Now look at this side. I can just start with the Sparky under haste and then move up, keep continuously tanking, take the district hall because I know it's got a lot of health, and then kind of move our way towards the Inferno. Frost Spell is going to be on the Inferno, Multi-Cannon, and Spirit Thrower. The reason being, even as Goblin Thrower is going to shoot down, they're going to just run into that Frost Spell. And then I use a haste just to speed things up, just because I don't want to time fail. So look, Battle Ram, Again, I'm going to get a giant in, get another battle ram in, and then my Sparky. Also, look, no graveyards this time. This time we're just going 2 rage lightning, zap for the first attack, and then we went haste graveyard zap. Look at that giant goes down right low to health, but then I get my next giant in, so they're not allowed to hit. Mega Tesla I knew was going to take an extra shot, so I zapped it out just so I can get no hit on my Sparky. And this is what you want to do. You just want to keep playing around. Look at that multi-cannon. I knew it was going to lock on a Sparky, so I get in a Hog Rider. That sort of thing. Be reactive. Play with it. Have fun. Don't stress again. Like, literally, this attack strategy is all about having fun. Because it's so strong, I don't want you guys to, like, stressed out. Oh, Cash, you know what? I have to think too much. I don't want to be just out here planning all the time. I don't. Literally, I don't keep the same army. I'll bring in some more giants sometimes. Be flexible. That's why I don't want to put in a goal like, this is the army. You have to use it, guys. This is the only one that works. No, there's so many variants to this. You can have more giants if you need more tanking for big key defenses, like, say, on Golem Quarry. But say on a district like Builder's Workshop, when some of those key defenses cannot be one-shotted, say if you're using Haste Graveyard, Barbarians are very good because they can take the end of the last 2 shots or the one shot it needs on, say, a multi-cannon. But giant goes in, look, it tanks that single Inferno. These little things, like, we're really meticulous with it just because I've done it so many times, but you'll learn and do that as well. Sparky's still 75% health, and now I'm just putting in some battle ramps to distract the Goblin Thrower. So we'll go 4 times through here because we washed this district. But there we go. Taken care of. And now let's move on to one of my favorite districts to use Sparky on, and that's Balloon Lagoon. I just find it so much fun. Okay, look at this. Super spread out, right? But now you're like, tell me your entry point. Why are we not going through here? Like, why, or should we go through here? Like, explain why. So look, if I went through this left-hand side, sure, I could probably do it. I honestly think we could. It's not too hard of a district. The walls aren't maxed. I get it. But these 3 rockets are just going to randomly shoot at it, and look how much point defenses are there. So I don't know if Sparky's going to go to the left-hand side, right-hand side. Is she going to walk towards this rocket artillery and then go to this one, and then so I don't have solid tanking for the single Inferno? Or does it go to the right-hand side, and all my tanking is going to get obliterated by these 2 rocket artilleries? So I was just like, you know what? Let me get a Barbarian down here to start opening up the deployment zone. Another one to help out and get through these trash buildings. Then I'm going to use a really late haste, actually, in Graveyard, because I'm going to start from this right-hand side. I can slowly just tank these with battle rams, hence this is a really good replay to show. Then later on, there's a rocket up here, so I'll be like, you know what? I can expose that one. That can just be taken care of with the skeleton barrel, and I can use a Graveyard later on. Graveyard later on for this single Inferno. That way, this whole top side will be taken care of, and then on the second hit, I can force my Sparky to go in towards this right-hand side, down here towards this rocket. Left-hand side, I can take care of with the skeleton barrel, take care of that rocket artillery. So, 2 Barbarians are in. They're going to start opening up the deployment zone. And then I hope I'm doing a good job explaining the guide, like explaining you how Sparky works. But again, if something wasn't, say, like explained right or you're still confused about, let me know. So, Battle Ram in, Giant in, to tank. And then again, remember, like I said, if you're not using haste right away, it's really easy to control your Sparky. She's just going to go target the next defense. Look, that giant's about to go down. My other giant was a little late, so I put in a battle ram. So those little things, just get used to them. Don't worry too much about like, oh man, I let my Sparky get hit off too early. Hey man, look at that Wizard Valley I showed earlier. My Sparky was dang near down, and it was an awful attack. And now, I should pause here. This is what I mean. So on Builder's Workshop, you get a lot of defenses like Mega Teslas, multi-cannons, just bigger key defenses that get to this kind of range. This is where Barbarians are very good and useful. That's why I'll bring more Barbarians for attacks like that. Because look, then Sparky won't have to charge up. Okay, well, that Barbarian went down. But you know what I mean. Like, a Barbarian there would have been excellent. The reason I saved my Barbarian is just to go, for the later on in the attack. I thought it'd be more useful. So, again, Barbarian in, Giant in just for tanking. And look, I haven't used any of my spells except now. Because now I can use this haste spell here. And I'll explain why. If I'd used it early on here, say like right here at these junk buildings, for my second hit, I was a little nervous. What if Sparky goes down here and just starts going from this entry point? And I didn't want that. So now up here, I can clear this out, and then I can deploy here, so I knew my Sparky will go where I wanted to go for the second hit. Now Sparky's going to speed up a little bit. Giant's going really low health, so I'm going to get another Battle Ram in to tank these point defenses. And look, point defense city means Battle Ram city for us. And then I get a Graveyard spell in just to help me tank a little bit more. I honestly didn't see the rocket artillery, but when I did, I was just like, you know what? It's all good. That's why I save a skeleton barrel. It'll be exactly for that rocket artillery. So watch, boom. Take out that cannon. Spirit thrower, they chained up. And now I think Sparky can chain down both these cannons and Spirit Thrower? Yes, they do. And now watch this. As Sparky gets in range, going to tank. There goes the Skeleton Barrel for the Rocket Artillery. Perfect execution. Super easy. A lot of fun. And you guys definitely need to give it a shot. So those skeletons are going to spawn up. I still got a Giant and a Battle Ram. They're to tank for the single Inferno. And look, that Giant under haste is going to go quicker than Sparky. Boom. Shoots right in. And going to help tank for the single Inferno. Now we'll go full speed here. We really don't have much. Our Sparky is still half health, but come on. Single target Inferno is going to log on. Especially this late in the attack. You can't be too mad if that happens. Now, just like those trash buildings obviously being cleaned up. And let's go in for the next hit. Watch this one. So here, this is where I'm at. Now the whole right-hand side's cleared up. I'm like, I want to create solid front. But look at this Frostbow. It's actually kind of clutch. Put it right in the middle, get that Rocket Artillery, get the Cannon, Spirit Thrower, and the single Inferno. Then I'm going to deploy my Sparky up there. And look, I knew exactly where she's going to go. Because that first attack, I forced her to go that way because I cleared the total top section. Now, Skeleton Barrel right there. A little mistake here, boys. I just want to point out. I should have put a Battle Ram. Do you see this little opening right here? I should have put it there so I could have tanked this second Rocket Artillery. Because I didn't do that. Watch this Skeleton Barrel. It's not going to get its proper uses because the Giant jumps out in front. And they're just going to kind of take out all those skeletons. That wasn't really smart, but Sparky's doing a great job. I'm getting the solid tank and I need the Graveyard just starting to pop. These little backside multi-cannon, Spirit Throwers, and regular cannons are just getting chained down. And I'm using Battle Rams to just kind of tank for them. So I'll go to 2 times speed through the rest of this. I'm getting Giants under haste to slowly just feed in. And that's the trick, guys. Nothing too crazy with Sparky. Be reactive. Wherever you need troops, deploy them. Put some Battle Rams in. Open up the walls. Tank for point defense with Battle Rams. Key defense is Giants. That's the only little things you got to remember. And again, if you get some 3 shots, don't worry about it. It happens to the best of us. You got to remember, some of us are delinquents and we have way too many accounts and way too much time on our hands that we can use this. So look, another 3 swag barbarians and a Battle Ram. So don't feel too bad because I play this game a lot and I'm used to just getting 2 shots now. But it's not a thing that always came natural to me either. Like it requires practice. Here, a little more spread out. Would I love to use a Golem on this? Sure, it would have been a lot of fun. But I want to show you guys Sparky and just the power of, like, you can use it on any district you want. You can have fun. Like my last video, we used it on Dragon Cliffs. You can use it on the Peak. It doesn't matter. But these, I just wanted to focus in on these key ones and just kind of show them off. So we're going to get a Battle Ram in. Why am I deploying here? Well, I feel like I can just go straight towards this core. And I feel where I can put my Graveyard spells, like kind of on this dead zone of this mortar. And then kind of up here in between this one. It can tank the blast bow, giant cannons, the mortars, obviously the wizard towers. Because if I started from this left-hand side, sure, it wouldn't have been actually all too bad. You could have chosen that direction. But I didn't want Sparky to lock onto this giant cannon, walk up towards this rapid rock and get destroyed. But I should also point that out, now I see it. On the second hit, whenever people put this blast bow in like a compartment wall like this, there's no traps beside it. So you can put a graveyard spell in there, and as your troops start going down, they take care of that. The whole graveyard just takes care of it. So, also, another point for you guys watching the video, that's a good thing we can exploit from fellow clashers, but a thing we should do is not make a base where you can just kind of exploit something like that. That's just a little trick I want to tell you guys to not make happen. So, look, now we're going to get a giant Battle Ram Sparky in. That Zap Trap locks on my Sparky. Little mistake there. Probably should have had a Battle Ram on that left-hand side. But, again, Sparky allows for you to have mistakes. It can happen. Look at the giant gets low. I'm going to put in another giant, but the multi-cannon still locks onto my Sparky. All good. Look, get a Barbarian in. But because that multi-cannon wasn't maxed, it didn't really need that Barbarian. It was kind of a waste, but I put it down anyway. Now, second giant goes in just to help out. Lock on towards the Spirit Thrower, Mega Tesla, Blast Bow. There goes my second graveyard at that mortar rocket dead zone kind of area, just so it can provide some extra tanking. Here, the deployment zone with these walls is a little tricky. I want to get that district hall taken care of. Main reason being just so I can tank easier for my Sparky. Look, Sparky locks on the Rapid Rocket, takes it out. That Barbarian's doing clutch work for me. There comes that giant under haste. Locks onto the Blast Bow. Blast Bow's going to require one more shot. Boom, gets taken down. We still have 5 Battle Rams, but Sparky's getting pretty low now. So now I'm just trying to open up these walls so Sparky stays on the left-hand side. Because I didn't want her locking onto that air defense. So Now I'll speed through this because we only got hogs and a battle ram left, and we'll go 4 times here. Now it's just pretty much, at this point, I'm force quit, but I'm just seeing how much value she can get. And look, she ends up going to that. And look, she takes out that giant can. Like, that's just crazy. 6K hit. We got 6.4 on the first hit. So the second one's super easy, but now you'll know what I mean. Why did I choose the middle? And here I'll explain it again. Look, we got the middle all taken care of, right? Look, we can start on this left-hand side, and look at the funning. Look at the pathing. We're going to go through these defenses, take care of this trash hut, go to this giant cannon. I'm going to use a graveyard spell here. So all this section will be taken care of, and then Sparky's going to turn our attention to this side. Boom. And look what I do. Change things up a little bit. I bring in a P.E.K.K.A. Because a P.E.K.K.A. under haste, and then I'll use a frost spell here just to help out. We'll take out this whole right-hand side. So no time issues, no nothing. There goes a battle ram, couple battle rams in. P.E.K.K.A. under haste. Gonna take out that side. I wait a little bit to deploy my Sparky. Only reason because I wanted to make sure she goes to this left-hand side. So look, P.E.K.K.A.'s gonna do her thing over there. Now I just get some giants, battle rams in. There goes the graveyard on this blast bow. Check that out. And then, why did I put my frost spell here? Well, because I didn't want my P.E.K.K.A. going down, and now she'll just make sure that 100% she's going to take out that right-hand side. So now we don't have to focus in on her. And then watch that graveyard spell. Nothing targeting except that spirit thrower, right? But that spirit thrower starts getting distracted by these little graveyards, and it ends up taking that blast bow down without getting any shots on my Sparky. And then, obviously I know it's not a max district, but look how many troops we're going to swag here. It's like, we got 2 giants, a giant, 2 barbarians, 5 battle rams, and a graveyard spell that we really don't even need. So we'll go 4 times speed. All those troops are swagged. So, like, what I mean by that is, obviously, I'm not just going to guarantee all those troops were to help me get a max base down, but I think it would have. Come on. 2 barbarians, a giant, 5 battle rams, a hog rider, and another spell. So, and Sparky at 90% health. That's why I wanted to showcase that. Now, let's move on to Barbarian Camp, because sadly, I didn't get to do Wizard, or, I know I've already shown Wizard Valley, but I didn't get to do Dragon Cliffs because a teammate was doing it, so let's go to Barbarian Camp. This one, kind of a tweener base. Like, is it compact? Is it not? Where do I shoot in from? Where do I not? Here, right away, I'm going to take this trash hut down, this army camp down. I'm going straight towards the middle. Why? Look at this mortar. Boom. Graveyard spell action. Look what it's going to tank for. Multi-cannon. 2 cannons. Giant cannon. Look at this mortar back here. Graveyard on that. Going to tank the rocket artillery, bomb, spirit throwers. So, that's why I'm starting here. Get a haste leading on in towards the base because I don't need it too early, as it can provide more value for my giants when I need it. Breaking that right side wall there, that was really clutch. Look at that little cannon. Boom. Just going to distract for that. Sparky locks on there. One shots all those defenses. Going to lock onto this air defense here. Now, I'm not rushing to tank or anything. I got a giant already in place. Get my second graveyard spell down too. Now look at these giants. They come lock onto this multi-mortar. Boom. They get down to half health. Look, Sparky's going to move our attention into the multi-mortar. Boom. And those giants are taken care of. They get 2-shotted. How great. Like, see? Those little things. Draw them in. Look at these next set of giants are coming in as well. They're getting lured in. But watch what I'm going to do. Sparky's going to lock onto this cannon. Those giants get even close. Watch this. Boom. 50% health taken off. Like, and then I get some barbarians in to just help. Now Sparky's going into this left-hand side, kind of, because obviously she's too far from that right-hand side cannon. So now I have to get in a giant just a little early. We'll go 2 times speed through this. Boom. There goes the cannon. Here goes the skeleton barrel. Nice. Let's go. And now you're just slowly tanking away. That was probably my most favorite thing, is I put, let me slow this down. This 1 time speed. That multi-cannon never got a shot off because that barbarian tanked so well for me. So just little things like that. Now I'm out of tanking, and now my Sparky's still at 50% health. So she's just going to do what the rest she can. Get a set of minions to clean the right-hand side. Sparky takes a couple more shots. Boom. And then she goes down. 5.5 get hit, 5.4 left. That's what we love to see. And now, right-hand side, left-hand side here, just little sorry trash buildings. We're going to put a set of minions there to take care of that. Frost spell, graveyard spell right in the middle of those key defenses. Mega Teslas right there. Boom. And now I want to show you guys this. I don't recommend this to anyone. Really don't do this. But because I was just like, you know what? This attack looks like it's going really well. I'm going to swag 2 barbarians, 3 giants, 3 battle rams, a skeleton barrel, and a hog rider. And just see if Sparky can make it through. And the most reckless thing, I don't even want to admit this, is I actually force quit this, and I shouldn't have, because look how close this gets. My Sparky, because I got cocky, obviously. Look how many troops I have. He's going to get to the gorgeous cannon. That giant takes that Sparky down. So the only reason I get that multi-cannon is because of all those skeletons that spawned. Oh, man. So it got super close, but I thought I would at least show it just because of how many swag troops I got to showcase, like, even if it was a max thing, I could have taken care of it. And then, look at this. Look at this. Oh, man. 99% on a maxed Golem Quarry. Not Golem Quarry, Goblin Mines. But I ended up, and I'll show you that it's a time fail, is because I didn't get the district all down. So the army starts the same. We'll walk through it actually at normal speed. So it was a battle ram, and then I get my Sparky in, another battle ram to tank, zap out the spear goblins. Boom, as Sparky gets that shot off, wizard right there on the right hand side. It's going to chain down the single inferno in one shot. Gets pretty low. Get my next rage spell down here. Sparky's going to lock onto the wizard tower. That's fine. Giant there to draw out that log trap. Second giant down. Now you don't really have to worry about that right hand side. They're going to kind of do their thing. Sparky gets down. Going to lock onto this spear thrower. Now you count. 1 second. 2 second. Boom. There goes the battle ram to start tanking. And then right as Sparky got that shot off, it's going to provide some extra tanking on the cannon, multi-mortar, and stuff like that. So now Sparky under rage gets that taken care of. Now as it's going to shoot at this multi-mortar, rapid rocket, sorry, look at this. Boom, here comes a battle ram in right now. And it's going to tank for the cannons, multi-mortar, and blast bow, and draw out that zap trap. Top side, we just put in a barbarian to help out as well. It's going to take that top section out with the multi-mortar. Nothing to worry about. As that rapid rocket goes down, barbarian here to take care of that trash building. As a deployment zone opens up, once that goes down, you're going to put 3 barbarians down at that spear thrower. As a next deployment zone pops up, you're going to put 2 more barbarians to go towards this multi-cannon. Now you don't have to worry about that top side at all. It's all being taken care of. Battle ram in to break through the wall, provide some tank, get some damage down on that multi-cannon. Watch that first set of spear golems come in, shot right down by the Sparky. Sparky's going to now lock onto the bomb tower, needs 1 shot off. Look at the top section being cleared out. Now Sparky's going to lock onto the spear thrower. As the goblin thrower lands, and you're going to put a set of barbarians. There goes 1 barbarian. It's going to take care of that. Next one shoots. Barbarian down. There goes the second barbarian. They're going to take 1 more shot off. Watch this. Third barbarian set comes down. It's going to take 1 more shot off. Now you don't need that next barbarian because those ones are going to take care of that. Now the goblin thrower is all taken care of. Those barbarians, we've got 2 up there taking care of that. We've got 2 left on this side. Sparky's going to lock on towards the air defense. Going to one-shot it and take down the spear thrower. Boom. Battle ram in right away. As that battle ram is about to touch the wall, you're going to put in a skeleton barrel there to target the Mega Tesla. There goes the Inferno Dragon to take care of the blast bow. So look, Sparky's down, getting close to low health, but it's fine. Those skeletons are going to take care of the spear thrower. My Inferno Dragon is going to lock on to the reflector, take that out. That was super clutch. I was a little late on this barbarian just because those were so quick and they take care of some of my skeletons. But the barbarian takes care of that bomb. We're 2 times speed through the rest of this. Sparky logs on to the Mega Tesla. Look at that. Inferno Dragon just providing so much value. Sparky's almost down. Gets through that last defense. And look, it's just the district all left. So if we had a little bit more time, we would have got it taken care of. But I still wanted to at least showcase it because I thought it'd be a lot of fun. But I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Again, put your clans in the comment section. If you guys need some loot, I can definitely come join. Remember to keep the trophies a little low. But please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in tomorrow's video. Peace out.